Hey guys, MJ Gamer back again with another FIFA 20 video. This one is gonna be a little bit of a long one, so make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. And let's get into it. We've been waiting for the icon swaps and now out. So let's go into it. Let's see what we need to do to get these. Okay, as you can see, I've already done 2 on the online one. The Premier League one, which I think is probably going to be the most easiest for most people, because they've probably had that as their main team for most of the start of the game there. But it's still pretty difficult. 7 first owned players that you're going to have for that one. Golden Rivals, win 3 Rivals matches using a full squad of gold players, including the bench. Overall rating 83. So 3 matches, not too difficult. Rivals is a bit of a grind though, bit competitive these days, but still, if you've got a gold rated squad 83, that you should be able to get that one pretty easily. Next one, Bundesliga. A lot of people I have come up against have got Bundesliga teams, but how many of them actually have 7 first owned players? I don't know. I don't think too many people had that. So again, that was going to be a little bit tricky for some people. I think you're going to have to go with the untraded rewards and with squad battles and a lot of different ways of doing that, loan cards and certain things. Again with the La Liga, same 7 first owned cards. Serie A, 7 first owned cards, and Ligue 1. I don't see too many French squads about, so yeah, it's going to be pretty tough. They've not made this easy, but it is an icon. It's going to be like a free icon that you get. So yeah, 3 wins though is, a lot of people saying that's quite difficult in Rivals. I don't think that's too bad. I feel like, especially you got 69 days to do it. You can go off and maybe spend one evening just doing the Liga, one evening with your Serie A team, one evening with your La Liga, one evening with that, and then you might even get it in the first few matches. You don't know. A lot of people saying that they're going down the leagues to try and do this as well. I don't think that's right. You gotta get 3 wins. It's not like you gotta get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins. It's a bit ridiculous to go down the leagues just to try and get this 3 wins. If you can't get 3 wins in your own league, then you shouldn't be in that league. I think it's it's a bit dumb. Another one, you got to win obviously the Foot Champs, so you got to obviously qualify for the Foot Champs and then get in and get the 9 wins. It depends how good of a player you are as well to get those 9 wins. It's not going to be easy, an easy thing. I think that's a lot of people saying that's easier, but that's probably a little bit harder than just getting 3 wins in Rivals, in my opinion, just because Foot Champs, I don't know, it might be a little bit more competitive being in Foot Champs, but yeah, and it's 9 wins instead of the 3 wins. But again, that could, you could probably easily do that because you've got 69 days anyway to do that. So next one down, the single player ones. These should be relatively easy. As you can see, I've already got the Eredivisie one, the Netherlands league that is. So I've gone in and I'll show you the teams as well that I've done for this as well. But yeah, I've done this already. It's basically, I got a bunch of Ajax players that are really highly rated, so pretty easy, it's pretty simple. CSL, again, these ones at least you can maybe buy the players as well, whereas these ones up here you have to be the first owned, so you have to pack them. They have to be loan players. that's pretty much it. You get them in the untradeable rewards or something. So at least these ones here on the offline, you can actually go and you can buy these on the market. So, and then the MLS, so I'm going to have to buy obviously some players in these leagues to do this, but it shouldn't be too difficult. World class, I don't know though. Yeah, that could be quite difficult for some people if you're not used to the FIFA 20 gameplay, but I don't want to obviously like sit here and patronise people without saying you're a bad FIFA player or anything like that. But yeah, world class is you know, you're a competent FIFA player, I guess, if you're playing world class. This one I actually wanted to speak about golden battles. I've got 5. I tried to do number 6 and I actually have got the 2 ones to watch players on my team, and it didn't count. So if you have got ones to watch on your team, it's not going to work. They have to all be just normal gold players, which was a bit of a pain. Also, there is a trick to this that I wanted to discuss as well. So let's go into squad battles. I haven't been doing too many this week, so I'm in Elite 2, but I usually get like Elite 1. So yeah, like the trick is basically these first 2, as you can see, like I won like 9-0 on that one. That's how easy it was, and that was on world class. So the top 2 are these ones, not those top 2, but these next 2 down here in the middle here. They're usually, I don't know for you, but for me, they're usually the ones with the least sort of star rated team. They're usually the ones with the lowest chemistry, and they are a lot easier than these next 2 coming up here. So if you want to actually get let's go back to it. So if you actually want to get the squad battles ones, where you're not going to get maybe like the greatest players in the MLS and the CSL there, you might find that a little bit easier if you're just doing the 2, and it's only 5, and like I say again, you've got 69 days, so you can spread it out. You can go on, as you saw back there, you can actually push the RT button and it will refresh your teams that you got to go against for that day. And if you leave it all week as well, you can just keep refreshing it and refreshing it. If you're not like a squad battles player, you can go in, play the first 2 matches, and then yeah, that's just like a more easier way to do it that no one's actually mentioned yet. So there's something there that I believe that can help you out. Also, there's these 2 here, so you're gonna actually need a first owned player to score your goals. So you're gonna have to probably have a striker to do this. So, and this has to be in rivals as well. So this is gonna be like, I feel like this is gonna be more of like a tricky one. You're gonna have to have like a really decent striker that's first owned to do this, and yeah, unless you do that thing where you go down the leagues, but I don't recommend that. It's not, you know, you got 69 days, it'll work, you'll get it collectively over time. Like I've already got 10 on this one here. This is a different one though. You got to play 20 matches with at least just 1 first own player, so that's gonna go soon easily. Okay, so as I said, I was going to show you the teams that I was using, just kind of scratched together a bunch of players that I could use basically, because it's kind of hard to see, like, you know, the 7 first own players. But I actually packed Dembele, so I have him. He's probably going to be my guy that I'm going to use to get the 20 goals, to get the to get that one out of the way, to get the 20 goals for the first own player. I've got Hazard on loan for 8 games. Hopefully I can win 3 games by the time these 2 loan cards run out as well. Benzema there counts as a first owned. junior there, counts as a first own. So hopefully with these guys in here, I can get enough wins before that. But if not, then I'm gonna have to work on untradeable rewards or something like that to get another 3 players in there. Again, he's a first owned one, so I've thrown him in there. He's a first owned one, and he's a first owned one. So I've got a few first owned players, kind of just thrown them into a Spanish team there, and also I've put my Prem sort of goalkeeper in there, De Gea. So then I've got like a top quality keeper in there to kind of help me out with that as well. So let's go into squad selection. So at the moment I haven't got Bundesliga. Literally, like, these are all first owned. Every single one first owned. I'm probably just gonna have to just get like another midfielder in there, and I'm golden. Basically, I can just go for it with that. They're not, some of these not the greatest players though, but maybe I can buy like 1 or 2 players there, because I've got like almost a full team of first owned players there. So just need to maybe buy a few more to go with that. Just make sure that there's 7 obviously left on the squad there. So next, my Serie A team, I mean, pretty shocking, not too good. Obviously got the 75 striker there for the first owner, but these are all again first owned, first owned, first owned, first owned, first owned, first owned. Yeah, I've actually bought him, so, but there are 7 there. Him I bought. So yeah, I can use that, and like I say, just spend one evening just with whatever team it is, try and get the 3 wins on Rivals. A league I haven't obviously done just yet, but I got the 2 players in the midfield here, and Herrera first owned and Thiago Mendes first owned. So I've just got to get the right back's first owned as well. So I just got to get, you know, a few more rewards. Goalkeepers first owned as well. So I've got a few there, but I just need to get a few, a couple more. And then this is the Eredivisie Netherlands League. I'll just call it Netherlands League. Team that I made, just basically Promes, CH, Bergwijn, you know, Van de Beek, Blind, Tadic, Tagliafico, Martinez, and this guy, and this guy. So yeah, pretty much a bunch of Ajax players there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Loads of Ajax players. So you know, 83 rated squad as well. So I think that's probably because I put a few higher rated cards on the bench there just to get it that little bit higher. But again, you know, that team does the job. You know, and even if you do buy it and you don't want to keep it, you can sell it afterwards as well. So I think all in all, I think it cost me maybe, I don't know how much, 1,000 there, 9,000 for him. He was one of the expensive ones, but a lot of them are relatively cheap. 700 coins for him, 1,100 for him, 2,000 for him. He was one of the expensive ones because there's not too many left backs obviously in that league that are good. So 750 for him. He's a first owned. 750 for him and 700 for him. So relatively cheap. I think probably the market's going to go up on these players though, so I'd watch out for that. I managed to actually get these players last night when it first dropped, the icon thing first dropped. So yeah, that's pretty much all of all of the teams there. Obviously I got like a Prem team as well. If you wanted to see that, I chucked in like Chilwell. He's a first owned. I chucked in. I've got him. Sanchez first owned. I packed him. So I got Ndidi first owned. I just had to chuck a centre back because I didn't have no one else. Torreira first owned, and Sissoko first owned, and obviously Rashford I had to buy. Jesus, I had to buy. So Dele Alli's first owner. But yeah, these two ones to watch here: Wan-Bissaka and Ndombele. Ndombele's actually first owner, but for the actual squad battles thing, he doesn't count for some reason. You have to take him out. It has to all just be normal gold, all gold like this. So but yeah, that's pretty much all the teams. So these are the actual icons. Finally we'll see that we could get. So you only really need to get 6 of those objectives done to get Schmeichel, and you got Schmeichel on your team, which is pretty cool if you just want an icon. But now you got like 68 days remaining. I was saying 69 days before, but now obviously it's a day gone down. But yeah, 68 days you still got to do this, so you know, don't worry about it. You've got, I think, about 11 or 12 objectives to do in this first season, and then it's gonna go again, and you're gonna get like another 12. So I wouldn't just go straight and pick up whatever one that you can now and get all the objectives that you think you can do now. I'd leave it. You know, you got 68 days. You might get another objective that you thought you didn't, you know, weren't going to get. You felt that was a bit too hard. Maybe you know, you get a little bit lucky. So you got the next one, Okocha 8. You got Guardiola 8. So I mean, Schmeichel, I mean, I won't personally get, because I've got De Gea who's like rated a lot higher, so I don't see the point in me having him. But again, he's an icon. But I wouldn't just get the, like, whatever one just for the sake of having an icon. Make sure like it's your favourite player, or you know, it's an actual decent icon out of them all. So Okocha, he's not overly great. Like, he's got the skill moves, so he's quite a fun player to use. But again, 73 finishing, he's not gonna score like a lot of goals. He's a right mid as well. I don't know why. I thought he was like a centre midfielder in his day, like when he played. But yeah, right mid. Guardiola, he's actually one of the quite solid midfield options in the icon. Only rated 85 though for an icon. But I think these are the baby ones, aren't they? So yeah, he is quite decent. So as well, like further on, when I go up, you can actually get, if you're really good at the game and you manage to get the objectives, you could probably end up getting 2 icons if you do all the objectives. So the next one, Giggs, he's only got 84 pace, which is absolutely crazy, because he was always like really rapid down the wing. So 84 pace, that they've done him dirty in the game, I believe. Like, that's just, he should have a lot more pace than that, like especially if that's like his baby one, you know. That's just, despite being into his early 30s, Ryan Giggs, okay, so this is early 30s one, okay, fair enough. Alright, but still, you know, I think they done him a little bit dirty. A lot of people saying his card's not that great, so it's just if it's your favourite player, then obviously Nesta, one of the most world-class defenders ever in the game, and obviously deserves an icon. But the guy apparently turns like an absolute truck. Like just he's not no good at all. That's 70 pace. That kind of worries me. There's another centre back further on that you might already know if you've seen these icons anyway, that I'd probably recommend a bit more than him. But at 9 on the rewards, that's not, you know what I mean. You can get a Nesta, that's decent, you know. But again, that's if you just want an icon. Roberto Carlos, absolute. I love this guy. I'm getting a little bit fed up at the moment with Luke Shaw as my left back, so to get an upgrade of Roberto Carlos would be great for my team. Again, 92 pace. He's got an 80 shot and he's got an 80 defense. Let's go into it a little bit detail. He's 5'6" though, so he's not the tallest, and you know, people might actually try and get you at the back post with that, but I mean, crossing's not too great with the heading and stuff this year, so maybe not. Then he's only 11 as well, so he's like a nice one. You might think, oh, I'll get him early on, you know, I've completed all the objectives, I'll get him. But you know, I'd wait, you know, I'd be patient. I know it's hard because like you just want that icon, but yeah, you got plenty of time to get all these objectives done, and yeah, just pick whatever one you want. Okay, so Crespo, he's actually one of the beast ones, and for the price that he's going for, with the 12, he's actually really good. 6 foot, 86 pace, 86 shot. I mean, even like if you whack a Hunter card on him or something to improve his pace, he's going to be even more faster and better. And yeah, he's just he's one of the beasts. He plays really well. Clive, again, he looks pretty decent, but he's 6'2", so he's a little bit taller. He's got the low defensive work rate, but then the high attacking work rate. He's got a few skill moves here and there for 4-star, and he's got the weak foot, which is real nice, the 4-star. But again, I've heard that this isn't like the best one, but he's got the 85 finishing, he's got the sprint speed, he's got good heading accuracy, good short passing, 82. It just depends, man. It's a pity, obviously, like this is your one shot at it for most people, because some people haven't got like 400, 500, 600, 700,000 coins to actually try these out. So this is actually going to be like your first shot for some people. It's like some YouTubers probably don't understand that people just don't have 700,000 coins hanging around, you know. This is going to be how a lot of people actually do get the card. So it's basically, that's what I'm saying, is like choose wisely, have a look through, make sure it's your favourite player, maybe look up and see a few YouTubers reviews on them, and just try and obviously see if you're gonna like that card or not. Obviously it's that per YouTuber's opinion, so it might not be your opinion, it might not be your play style, but if you know a YouTuber that he plays like you or something like that, where you can actually have that, you know, insight, maybe have that same kind of mindset, then it's going to be a lot better for you to sort of like choose. So Closer, apparently he is like Lewandowski, so he is one of the ones that is going to be pretty decent striker there. And obviously, yeah, for the 12 again, so all three of these strikers are for 12, so you're getting a good solid striker there for 12 of these objectives that you got to do. Balak, I actually played with this guy last year's FIFA and he was okay, but he wasn't like great, you know. He was decent, but he didn't impress me at all. But you know, he's like a Chelsea legend, or I don't know. I don't know if I would say Chelsea legend, but like, yeah, he used to play for Chelsea. But like, he's pretty decent. 86 shot and 80 defending. That's 72 pace, not that much, but he's a centre midfielder, so maybe not that important to have a ton of pace. But yeah, he is 86 passing, 86 shot. But it's how they play, you can look at all these stats and it's how they feel, how you actually go into the game and play with these people. So it's Pirlo there is the next one for 14, and yeah, the passing is unbelievable with this guy. He's absolutely beast passer of the ball. That's pretty much Pirlo in a nutshell. He's just a really good passer of the ball. So I guess maybe if you can put him down into your midfield, if that's what you want. He's your favourite player. He's 88 rated. He's an icon. For 14, I don't know if I would recommend him overly, but like he's probably not the one that I'd be going for. But again, if he's a legend. He deserves an icon, and yeah, he's pretty decent. Keane, he's the one. He's the one for me. I know, like, people say, you're sitting there with your Man United cap on, but there's a lot of guys that have been going around saying this is like one of the beast cards. So for 15, if you can get 15 of these objectives done, Roy Keane could be yours, and you can put him down in like a CDM or a centre mid, whatever your choice, and he's pretty decent. He's like one of the top ones. I think it works out. I think you'd be able to get him, and you could potentially go and get where are we? Guardiola as well. Guardiola. So you're going to get two really good centre midfields if that's the combination that you want to get. If you're that good at the game and you want to go for it and grind and get like all 24 of these, then yeah, it's going to be good. 15 for Rivaldo. Now, people are saying that that's really high and that's really expensive for that card as well. It's not great because he's got the 2-star weak foot, so it's not someone that maybe you would go for, especially an icon having a 2-star weak foot. I mean, what's that all about? Like, that's crazy. Like, it should be a lot higher than that. So absolute quality player in his day, but reflected in the game, like Giggs and a few of the other players, that it's just not, they're not kind of spot on with it. So that's not one that a lot of people are recommending. I'm not recommending. Ian Wright again for like 16, so he's going to be 5'9", not the tallest, but again, he's got 4-star weak foot, so that's a lot better than Rivaldo. He's going to be a striker as well. He's 90 shot. I feel like this guy's going to be a beast, and he's going to score you a lot of goals. So I feel like he's new as well, so not a lot of people played with him. So 16 for like a new one is pretty decent. I'd definitely try him out. Now, Rio Ferdinand, now this is the one. He's going to be a beast. Like I was saying with Nesta, 70 pace is not good. 84 pace for a defender, because you're going to be coming up against this year fast strikers and forward players. So 84, I know he's only rated 85 for an icon, which isn't the greatest, but that 84 pace, 84 defending, 83 physical. He's 6'2" as well, so he's pretty tall, so he can deal with things if things do go into the air or corners or anything like that. So he is pretty decent. He's got that. Now Rui Costa, he's rated 90, and he's got the 17 that you have to pay out for him. And yeah, he's got the skill moves, he's got the weak foot, but again, this is another one where it's how they feel, how they play. where you got the stats and everything, but not the actual thing. Like there you go, you can see the 75 finishing. That's not great for a card that's like rated 90. That's just, I mean, he's got the free kick accuracy, but free kicks this year on FIFA, they're not the best. They've reworked the whole penalty and the free kick thing. I'm not going to go into that right now, but yeah, it's not the best. 17 for Zanetti. Now, if you're struggling for a right back, this guy will link up with Messi as well. If you're like one of those high-end players that play this game non-stop, or if you're lucky enough to pack Messi, or somehow, I don't know, other way that you've managed to get your hands on Messi, this guy's going to link with him, and you're going to be able to do that hybrid, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty dang amazing team if you have this guy and Messi. I mean, oh my god. And he's 17, so you're going to have to put a little bit of work in for this guy now, because you're getting up in the rewards. Again, so 17, he's probably going to be the best right back, I believe, on the game, unless like Alexander Arnold or whoever, or Kyle Walker or someone get like that amazing really big card. I've actually got a once to watch Wan-Bissaka, so I'm kind of hoping and praying that he's going to improve and that he's going to get a little bit higher than what he is. He's probably not going to get this high, but at least he might get into the 80s and 82, 83, 84, and become just a normal solid right back. What I'm more worried about, like on my team, is like a left back. I would take the Roberto Carlos. So it's all about like your team, what you've gone with, and where's that weakness in your team maybe, and then pick on that, and then pick your favourite player maybe. Again, this is Sanchez. He's I don't know too much about this guy, to be honest, because I never saw him play or anything like that. I think he's like some, born in 1958. So he's like one of these really, really old icons from like days gone by, like days gone by. So, but again, he's a legend. He's 90 pace, 88 shot, 59, 5'9", really fast. He's actually got the finishing of 91, so I think he'd be an absolute beast, to be honest. I think he's got that potential there. You can even maybe drop him back from a striker to like a cam position maybe, if you really want, because he's quite short and he's quite agile. He's going to go in and out of players, so we'll go with that. I don't think I'll go with that 17, but then we're going on to the base icon pack. Now I don't know about this one, man. Like, people saying you're not going to get anything in this, and it's 18 as well. You have to get this. This is ridiculous. So you got all these icons all the way up to it. Even Rio Ferdinand, right? 16, and then you have to add 18 to have a base icon, and they will give you like a random one, which I would advise you just to look at all the ones before that and think, I can have any one of these ones, right? And then then all of a sudden 18, and then you get this. Like, it doesn't. I don't see that. Why is that like that? I think it's probably because they just don't want people getting easy. Just going in and getting the easy one and spending all their kind of tokens on that, and then getting them all. I think that's what it is more of. Because if you had like, maybe if this as 2 tokens, and you get all 24 tokens, and then you just keep going back and you put in 2 tokens in, and you get in that icon, then you get in that icon. It's not going to work out. So I get that they've put it like that expensive, but who's going to do that, man? I think that's a bit of a silly option just to go with that. I don't want to like put anyone down, but like you really shouldn't be going for that. You got to pick one. You got to pick one of these icons. But anyway, moving on. We spent too much time on that. Emilio Brutagano. I don't know how to pronounce this guy. Again, this guy is just one of these ones. 1963. Days gone by where I don't have a clue, never seen him play, never seen any clips of him, but 5'6", he's pretty small again, so maybe you could have him as a cam, I don't know, maybe you want him as a striker. He's got a weak foot of 5-star. I think this is one of the ones as well. Again, he's an absolute beast. At 90 for the pace there. He's got the finishing of 91, so yeah, he's gonna absolutely beast and feast his way. So if you can get a hold of him and grind your way to 19, then he's worth it. Gerrard, now obviously United fan, I wouldn't be going for him. I don't know, I find it hard to say things good about him, but he has got, for a midfielder, 80 pace, he's got 86 shot, he's got 75 defending, 88 passing, 80 physical, so I feel like he'd be quite a decent midfield option. But if you're looking back, that's 19 that you need to get him, and if you look back, you've got cards like your Roy Keanes, cards like your Guardiolas, that are pretty solid midfield icons. So I just feel like probably even Ballack as well you got there is cheaper, Pirlo. So would you really want to go, I don't know, is he that OP, Gerrard? Maybe he is, I don't know, of being that far up in the thing, costing that much. I know there's a couple that have been like put up here and more than what they should be, but I wouldn't pick him. It's up to you. If he's your favourite player, obviously go for him. He's 89 rated icon, English, so Hadji, the next one, 5'8". He's left footed. He's got 4-star weak foot. He's got the 4-star skill moves. Again, 85 finishing, not too bad, but not like the other ones with 90 odd finishing. But he's still okay as an icon. I don't know. For me, I wouldn't really go for him. I'm kind of going for one of the other ones, but you might want him. He might be a favourite player. Again, 1965, but I have actually heard of this guy. That's the thing, I've actually heard of that one. So Owen, obviously, yeah, we've heard of him. He's been coming out recently, comments, Alan Shearer and everything, so it's all kicking off with that. We won't go into that. Owen, so again, he's quite a solid striker, 5'8" though, so he's a little bit short, but I think this might be the one where he's kind of young and he's kind of like nippy, and yeah, so yeah, 2001 or something. So yeah, he's gonna be that sort of younger one. He's got the 91 acceleration, 90 pace. He's got 94 finishing. So whew, you get him in the box, I think he probably guaranteed a goal there. 91 overall, quite a good player. 20, you're gonna have to grind though for 20 for him, and you might want to go for someone like Drogba, who's got that more physical presence at 6'2", high. He's got the weak foot. He's got the skill moves. He's got probably a little less of the pace, but still quite okay with the pace for his size and everything. He's got the 93 finishing. I mean, you can whack a hunter card on him or something like that and he might be even more beasty. So yeah, this is a lot of the ones that a lot of YouTubers are recommending going for, but like I say, it's your level of FIFA, it's your how good you are at the game, how much of a grind that's going to be to get to that 23, to pay for that. So it's possible. Like I said, like I've gave you some tips at the beginning, so hopefully they work out for you. You can get the squad battles ones done, and even the rivals ones as well. If you can somehow get those 7 first own players for that league and just sit there one evening and just grind, because everyone can get free wins. Everyone, you can get free. It might be frustrating, it might take you all night to get the free wins, but you can get free wins. Trust me, I sat there for, it didn't actually take me very long. I got the free wins quite quick with the Prem team, but yeah, I'm just thinking about these other teams where you've maybe not got that quality of player, but it's a first time player and you're chucking them in your team and you're trying to do these 3 wins and it's a competitive thing. But yeah, like I say, you do it all night, you'll be fine. You just space it out. You've got 68 days to get it done. But that is pretty much everything there. That's everything, guys. Like I said, I hope you just keep grinding on it. You got a lot of time. You got 68 days to get all of these done. So I know it might be tricky to get the 7 first own players, and they're not going to be the greatest 7 first own players either, so that's going to make it a little bit more harder coming up against quality opposition. But I think everyone's going to be doing this. Everyone's going to be trying to go and grind for these, so they're not going to have the greatest of teams as well that you're going to be coming up against, so that might work in your favour too. So yeah, just keep going. You've got 68 days, as I keep saying. Just good luck, and drop in the comments as well. Let me know which icon you're going to go for, and yeah, that's all, guys. That's the end of the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.